President's Day. Please be seated.
Good morning, my name is Jack. What do you say to a three-legged dog? All fours on the floor.
Are you making fun of my dog? I have a three-legged dog, you know. I do. And she's the perfect example of perseverance. You would never know it. She's just as happy as she was when she had 4 legs. All right. Today's February 13th, 2015. One of the great celebrations we have is we get to have our Valentine's Day party. Your teachers are doing those backflips. See them? I'm ready to tell you even greater news. On Monday, we get to celebrate President's Day, which means no school! Okay, here's why that's a great celebration. When you're ready, I'll tell you. The reason that is a great celebration is that gives you an opportunity to rest and revitalize, but it gives your teachers an opportunity to rest and recuperate and get ready for the really tough time of the year. You know, we start soon, we start testing. Next week we get to celebrate what we learned about writing in our writing test. A month and a half later, we get to do our CRTs. So it's a critical learning time for all of us. So, we needed that little break to rest and revitalize. But we've been talking about President's Day. The word of the week has been honesty. Inside your head, 2 presidents that are known for their honesty. Do not say it out loud. When you can think of at least one, put your hand on top of your head. The tall, dark-headed stranger's name was Old Honest Abe, my 90-some-year-old uncle used to call him. The tall, white-haired gentleman who looked great on a white horse. George Washington. I'm going to read you a story today about George Washington. A very short story because I know we have roll call. If you remember the law of the farm, I need your eyes right here. The law of the farm was, if you look at our picture back there, you can see a progression of the ground worked and finely tilled to where the seed has been planted, to where the plant is small, to where it grows, until to where it turns to be harvested, to where the harvest has been taken back to tilling the soil. That takes a lot of work. It's not something you just go out one day and say, wow, I have corn in the field. It takes a progression. The law of the farm is you work every day to reap the benefits. And if you've ever grown up on a farm or been around a farm, you know it's every day. Well, your integrity is like that. And one of the things when I was reading about both Abraham Lincoln and George Washington was that how they had begun to work on that honesty trait even when they were small. So all their life they had worked on being honest. And that's what you need to think about. When we talk about these life principle words, every day you work on perseverance. You work on being kind. You work on helping with some of our other words. We've talked about grit. We've talked about honesty. We've talked about... Hello? Give me another one. commitment. Do I have another one? Two more. I'll quit when I get two more. Right. Perseverance. I said that, but that's all right. And another one, Colton. Poise. We talked about poise, didn't we? You two girls, what do you have, Savannah? Integrity. All right. Well, honesty is a huge piece of integrity. So I'm going to read you a short, hopefully familiar story about George Washington and how he got his start with honesty. The other piece of this story that I want you to listen for is how did George Washington's father value his son's honesty? Think about that. George Washington and the cherry tree. When George Washington was a little boy, he lived on a farm in Virginia. His father taught him to ride, and he used to take young George about the farm with him so that his son might learn how to take care of the fields and the horses and cattle when he grew older. Mr. Washington had planted an orchard of fine fruit trees. There were apple trees, peach trees, pear trees, plum trees, and cherry trees. Once, a particularly fine cherry tree was sent to him from across the ocean. Mr. Washington planted it on the edge of the orchard. He told everyone on the farm to watch it carefully to see that it was not broken or hurt in any way. It grew well, and one spring it was covered with white blossoms. Mr. Washington was pleased to think he would soon have cherries from that special little tree. Just about this time, George was given a shiny new hatchet. George took it and went about chopping sticks, hacking into the rails of the fence, and cutting whatever else he passed. At last he came to the edge of the orchard, and thinking only of how well his hatchet could cut, he chopped into that.
The bark was soft and cut so easily that George chopped the tree right there and then went on to play. That evening, when Mr. Washington came from inspecting the farm, he sent his horse to the stable and walked down to the orchard to look at his cherry tree. He stood in amazement when he saw that it was cut. Who would have dared to do such a thing? He asked everyone, but no one could tell him anything about it. Just then, George passed by. George! His father called in an angry voice. Do you know who killed my cherry tree? That was a tough question, and George staggered under it for a moment, but quickly recovered. I cannot tell a lie, Father, he said. I did it with my hatchet. Mr. Washington looked at George. The boy's face was white, but he was strange to his father's eyes. Go into the house, son, said Mr. Washington sternly. George went into the library and waited for his father. He was very unhappy and very much ashamed. He knew he had been foolish and thoughtless, and that his father was right to be displeased. Soon Mr. Washington came into the room. Come here, my boy, he said. Tell me, son, why did you cut the tree? I was playing and I did not think, George stammered. And now the tree will die. We shall never have any cherries from it. But worse than that, you have failed to take care of the trees when I asked you to do so. George's head was bent and his cheeks were red with shame. I'm sorry, Father, he said. Mr. Washington put his hands on the boy's shoulder. Look at me, he said. I am sorry to have lost my cherry tree, but I am glad that you were brave enough to tell the truth. I would rather have you faithful and brave than to have a whole orchard full of pine and cherry trees. Never forget that, my son. George Washington never did forget. To the end of his life, he was just as brave and honorable as he was that day as a little boy. And that's one of the reasons why we honor him as one of our most honest presidents. Continue to think about, on Monday or on Tuesday, we'll read about Abraham Lincoln and continue talking about honesty. Because it is a very important trait, but just like the law of the farm, you start working on that trait now, and you carry that through to adulthood. Can I have a drum roll? I need to know if Miss Thing is the sports grade president. you present.
I have a little bit of a cold, so my voice isn't as good as it usually is. For this special day, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. February is typically Love Our School Month here at Roosevelt. And we brought our pie partner friends from Divinity Law, Miss Suzanne. She has come this morning, and we have brought goodies through the PTA and Divinity Law Firm for all of the teachers today. So there's going to be a goodie basket with something for each of the certified teachers in the lounge. And after we do our big surprise this morning, each of you will be able to go up there and to pick something out of our gift basket for you for Valentine's Day, because not only do we love our community and our world and our school, but we love our teachers and our Rough Riders too. So we appreciate the job that all of you do each and every day. Our big surprise though this morning is that out of the gift bag, Miss Suzanne has one $50 gift certificate to Brace Books. And we're going to draw a teacher's name, and then we have two $25 gift certificates to Brace Books. And we just want to award those to 3 special teachers this morning in front of you to show that we love all of you very much. So, Miss Suzanne, if you will pick out of the deck of sticky cards. Ooh, our first winner, Jace helped me out, so we're going to test his handwriting. 4D. 4D. If it was 4S, I was going to think there might have been a little. Congratulations, thank you. Okay, in our second and third place, it's not really second and third, they're just as wonderful. The second for the $25 is 1C. Congratulations, thank you. I'm a hugger, sorry. And last but not least, oh, that's okay, we'll pick it up later. 2R. Yay! Not only is it a Valentine's gift, it's a late birthday. See, the PTA never fails. Congratulations. Oh, you got the $50 one. Oh, wow. Congratulations, we love all of you guys, and we love you, Rough Riders. Be kind to your friends today and show love to everyone.
I have another very quick announcement to let you know, Miss Abby. We do not have a sub for PE, so your choice. You can take that and do some extra academics, or your teacher can go outside with you.
Thank you.